Hi folks, it's Danny at Bradley James Classics, and I'm showing you today a Ford Fiesta RS Turbo from September 1990. Now don't worry about the number plates, they're actually in the boot. Now this is us helping out one of our storage customers. Now he's bought this car with a view for having it done up and added to his Ford collection, and he's decided that he has found a better example. Not that there's that many left on the road. In fact, I believe he told me there's only about 90 of them, which is remarkable. So this one is available as a rolling restoration. Now, because of the nature of it being somewhat unknown, all we've done is we've had it in our workshop, we've had it running. There's a set of brand new Ford number plates, and this is the registration of the vehicle, and there's some spares here, including a new, or certainly rather clean looking, probably not new because of the age of the vehicle. There's the brake master cylinder, and here's some indicator lenses for the front. The car itself has covered 66,000 miles. It was actually bought from a gentleman who had it sat in a garage for 4 years unused, but it's always started and it's always driven. But I've got to tell you, at this particular time, the brake pedal goes to the floor and it does require work. So it's not MOT'd, it can't be driven away. This is a rolling restoration. I can't make it any clearer. Now the body does present pretty reasonable, but it does show on most panels, certainly on the near side, a series of thumb sort of size dents. Now a lot of these dents would probably come out using a good dent repair guy, or to make it perfect you would end up repainting the car. Now I'm going to go around the car really slowly and show you every single panel. There is some quite impressive paperwork with the car, which does include the original service book. Let me just open this up here. So here's the logbook. It shows that it's had 8 former keepers. Now for data protection, I've got to be a bit careful with these addresses, so I'm just going to flick through it quick. But this is the paperwork that comes with it. A whole host of old MOTs going right back. Now it hasn't actually appeared on the MOT system for a number of years because it's been stuck in a garage for a number of years. But I do have the full service book, which was fully stamped up with showing its life in Leicester and Nottinghamshire, and I've got a service at 51,000 miles back in 1998. Now bearing in mind it's now showing just 66,000 miles, and there is a Fiesta handbook of the era. It is actually very nice inside. Look at those Recaro seats there. I think this sort of substantiates the 66,000 miles because it is very good. The carpets are good, the plastics, the steering wheel, it's got its proper steering wheel. There's a little bit of a split in the stitching here. This is the driver's seat, which is in very good condition. There's a little snag there, as they often are on these bolster seats. There's an annoyingly efficient Clifford alarm, which still works very well. And the back seats are in good order, as is the headlining and sunroof. So certainly nothing to worry about on the inside. All these door cards are good condition. In fact, it's probably about as good a condition as you would get interior. Bodywork wise, let's go through panel by panel, shall we? I've got a dent here, and that would probably require paintwork to look perfect. The arches look good. There's a dent here, which may be one for the dent master. Various scuffs here. There's a bit of paint that's been touched up. It looks pretty good elsewhere on the door. If I look here, I've got 2 dents, one there, one there. Some minor scuffing on this front panel, but otherwise the bumper looks pretty decent. A few scuffs here and there, and a bit of paint off the front corner. I'll show you in the engine bay in a minute. And actually this front bonnet looks to be in good order. The front wing looks pretty decent on here, as does the body kit. Windscreen and glass, there's no scratches, there's no damage. Actually this near side door looks pretty perfect. I can't see any dents, as does this rear panel. I'm looking at the hatchback now. Of course, the RS, the turbo had this spoiler at the top, which is in good order, and the only area which I've seen any corrosion as such has been on the bonnet, on the boot. You've got this nasty patch here where obviously water's got under the paint, and you've got a patch down there, and then you've got some marks of the bumper, oversized stainless steel noisy exhaust. Other than that, looking under the engine bay, it does look pretty standard. Someone's fitted a set of Oz Racing alloys, which are slightly wider than the originals, so they would want to be changed to the proper RS alloys in my opinion. But this is a restoration, this is a rolling restoration, this is not a mint car that you drive off to a car show. So this is being sold as is on behalf of the customer, so it will require trailering away. And I've just noticed, you can't probably see it very easy with this light, but there is a little dent in the front bumper. Here we are in the engine bay. This all looks quite as I would expect. I can't see any significant issues, any problems with corrosion at the top of the suspension. I can't see any upgraded bits necessarily. I've got a K&N filter there, so maybe the filter's been swapped for a go faster one, but it all looks quite honest underneath here. And there's that turbo sat at the front, and there's the induction, and there's the inlet manifold, and all the bits and pieces that we'd expect. It certainly runs okay. It starts up, a puff of smoke on startup, which is not uncommon on Fords from this era. So it all looks very honest and decent underneath the bonnet. I have made a separate video that shows the undercarriage, and here you'll see the various surface corrosion, and I think there was 2 areas underneath that need attention in the floor pans. And I've got an area here where they were quite common, and this needs some treatment. But as I step back and I walk around the car, now I've been very up close and very critical with my view around the car, but I do want to demonstrate why this car is at the price point it's at and not more, and that's purely down to the condition. So folks, hopefully this walk around video has given you a few ideas of what the condition of this Ford RS Turbo from 1990 looks like. The number plates are in the back, a couple of spare parts are in the back, and at time of making the video, which is nice and clean, and a nice open canvas. I've just noticed as the side indicator repeater is missing from here. That's going to need replacing. I hope I haven't left too much out. I just wanted to have a good look at what this car looked like. Well folks, thank you for watching the video. It's Danny signing out, having shown you this rolling restoration Ford Fiesta RS Turbo from 1990, 66,000 miles with a lot of paperwork. Thanks folks, bye bye.